Hi, everybody. This is Outfilm CC, and we are 35th year of our festival. I'm Marina Yurieva. I'm the vice president, and today we're gonna talk with Matteo Pilati, the director, producer, and a writer of film Mascarpone. Hi, Matteo.
Hello, Marina. Hello, everyone. Thanks
Hi.
for having me.
Thank you for joining us. It was a wonderful film. Thank you so much. It was so charming, and it's it's very nice to see something positive. um, so tell us about how did you come up with the idea? It's bacon and it's very gay. Yeah. So what?
Let's say it's a very traditional romantic comedy in its setting, uh,
Right.
but it has a very gay perspective. So it has a very strong identity, and this is quite rare here in Italy because that's what the idea came from. Because Giuseppe Paterno Raddusa, who wrote the script of Mascarpone along with me and Alessandro Guida, came to me with the idea of writing a romantic comedy with gay characters. That's something that it's rarely been done because usually when you have a gay character, at least in Italian cinema, the plot somehow revolves around secrecy or maybe homophobia sometimes. There's always a great deal of drama related uh, to what's actually unfortunately still happening in the world because we don't have the same rights as people everywhere in the world or sometimes it's not easy. It's harder being gay or not being straight or whatever, and so we acknowledge that those things are there, and but that was not what our movie was about. We wanted to tell a story of a man in his 30s who needs to come up with new ideas to develop his life when he's dumped by his husband of 10 years.
Mhm.
And that's something that appeals to gay people, it appeals to trans people, to queer people, to everyone, also to straight people, because it's a universal theme that almost anyone can relate to sooner or later in your life. You'll be to follow a new road when the road that you were supposed to be traveling on stops suddenly. So it's about finding new positive attitude towards the misadventures that life brings.
Right. And on one hand, it's very common, everybody's problems, like divorce and relationships. And on the other hand, it shows some very gay problems that gay dating in gay world and how different that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's different, but it's also, of course, straight people don't have Grinder, but they have Tinder, and it's not about the app; it's how you use it. And of course, the dating scene for gay people is different. It has different dynamics, and we wanted to tell them in our film as they happen, because sometimes when in films they depict the dating scene, it's always about um, bad things that occur, that it's told in a very problematic way, as if it's something you need to be ashamed of, but it's not, because for many people that's just how life is, and for me as well. I mean, and so we're not ashamed. We wanted to tell about Antonio's and his friends' sex life in the most positive way possible, because we wanted to give this side of the story that it's often misinterpreted or misrepresented in the media. So it's another take on the dating scene for gay people. But I mean, I get what you're saying. It's a very typical gay dynamic. The film has a very strong identity to which even not people who are not gay can relate to, anyways.
Right. And you had a very nice cast.
Yeah,
Tell me about the
yeah,
cast.
we were very lucky because when we started producing this movie, we had no real producer. I was the producer. I put my money into it, and we had no distributor, and we didn't know whether this film was going to be finished, or being first-time directors, I mean,
Mhm.
or distribute. We approached these amazing actors that were already very popular on the Italian streaming platform scenes.
Mhm.
So Alessandro, the other directors, already knew some of them, and we approached them with the script. And what surprised us is that they were all eager to join the project, to cut their paycheck, to be on it, and to give 200% of their energies on this project. And so did their agents, because it was convenient for their agents as well. We shot the film in just 3 weeks. So their agents were like, okay, you want to do the independent project? Go ahead. In case it's not good, it's not going to be released anyways. So everybody was in. We had the chance to pick the right cast that worked well with us, directors, and with themselves. They did a tremendous job. Giancarlo Commare, the main actor, insisted on having his own private time with each and every one member of the cast, because he was in every scene. So he wanted to be sure that
Mhm.
that everything ran smoothly. And we were very lucky, and they are all excellent actors, and I'm sure you'll hear a lot more about them, and I hope for them a great career in the United States as well, because they're very good performers.
Yeah, they are, and you can feel the chemistry, and the characters themselves. They're so appealing, and I love to see their friendship and their relationship. So can you talk about that? Did you have your favorite character?
Did I have my favorite character? I think so, because probably Dennis was my favorite character among every one of them. And the funny thing is that we saw a lot of actors for the role of Dennis, and we were like we were not sure who to pick. And then Eduardo Valdarnini came along, and when he did the casting for Dennis, we were all like, okay, here he is. He's amazing. And he did a tremendous job. And the funny thing is that Eduardo lives in Paris.
Mhm.
And so we had to rehearse with him on Skype, because he wasn't able to come to Rome each and every time we would need him. So what he did with the voice of his characters and some of the other features that he put into Dennis, it's entirely his creation. And to credit him, because in real life he has a whole different voice. He's a totally different character. It's a choice that went against typecasting, because he was famous for playing a criminal in a big TV series that's on Netflix, and you can see in the US as well. It's called Suburra, Blood on Rome. And so it was a very big change for him, this film. And I think that was a tricky role, because it's the role that plays more with maybe they're all archetypes in a way, but he's the flamboyant gay man. So it's something very tricky for an actor to play, because you are a flamboyant gay man, I mean, so I think he did a tremendous job, but each and everyone did a tremendous job. Gianmarco Saurino, who plays Luca, he read the script, and in the script, the lines were the same, but what we asked Gianmarco was that Luca was supposed to be a man whore, basically, that never fell in love with anyone. Was that, I wasn't supposed to say a swear word? Is
Oh,
that
no, you're fine.
okay? Sorry if anyone is offended. And Gianmarco studied the script and then told us, I think I would like to change the intentions of Luca, because in my opinion, Luca is the man who never needs to ask for anyone. He's the heartbreaker usually, but this time he's the one who gets his heart broken by Antonio. And so he put this extra romanticism to his character, which is, I think, which was a very good idea. So we let him do it because it was very convincing. And I think he did a tremendous job, because he really brought something to the table. I mean, it's not only up to the director to give a director needs to give a direction to the film, but then I think he needs to be very to listen to everyone and to pick here and there all the other nice suggestions that come from the other people you have around, because making movies is a very, very collective activity. It's not something you do on your own. And so when you have strong, intelligent people around you, it's really easier to do a good job, I think.
That's very true. And you directed it with together with Alessandro Guida, and you wrote, three of you wrote it together. How was that? How is it to direct it and to write it with somebody else?
Well, it was writing it. It was very easy because I've been friends with Alessandro for 10 years, and I've been friends with Giuseppe for like 5 years or so. So it was like playing with friends. We all had other jobs, other daytime jobs, and in the evening we would meet online or in person in front of a good pizza and a beer, and we would brainstorm and write, and just for the fun of it. We didn't know whether it was going to be made into a film or not. So writing it was very fulfilling and very interesting. Of course, when there's two directors, and both are very opinionated and have a different approach on what needs to be done on set. Sometimes some little quarrels may arise, and we kept arguing all the time of the shooting. But the good thing is that both Alessandro and I are people who say a lot of bad stuff to each other, but then nothing sticks on us. So each and every evening after the shooting was done, we would go like, okay, I need to go and grab something to eat. Would you come with me? And we would make peace and be friends again each and every night. And so if our friendship has survived this film, I think it will last forever, probably. The other thing is that Alessandro had a little experience with direction, while I was a total rookie. And so we like complemented each other in a way, because I had experience with long form reality shows. So I had like the whole vision of the film. He has experience on TV commercials, music videos, short films. So he knows all the details in the scenes. He knows how to shoot a scene well and stuff. So I think we needed each other in a way, and the result, we are very, very proud of the result.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a very fruitful collaboration.
Yeah, it was totally.
So let's go back to
I'm
Antonio. It was so the main character, you see his evolution from kind of like a housewife to
Mhm.
becoming himself. Um, and do you, and we also see, the tragedy that happens at the end. And do you think was it necessary for him to become what he what he became, or how do you think?
I
Because
mean,
it made a very big impact on him.
yeah. That's something. The big surprise that comes towards
Right.
the end of the movie was a matter of discussion that I also have with my own friends, because some friends of mine rejected that plot twist, and they go like, "Oh, it was an excellent movie before that thing. Why did you do it?" And the answer to that, I think, we wrote a very basic story following the hero's journey path, that it's a manual for screenwriting, because it's this. His name is the writer's journey. It's Chris Vogel, the author of this textbook, analyzed the thousands of films of every kind of genre, and he found some similarities between the structure of every film. And so we wanted to be sure and follow a very steady path. So we followed what Antonio does is following the hero's journey. And if you analyze what happens throughout the movie, it's very similar to what happens in other films like Star Wars. So at the end of the first Star Wars, when Luke Skywalker needs shake, needs to go on his own, it's symbolized by the death of his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
So if we take some similarities here and there, I don't want to spoil the film, but what happens in our film is that at some point the mentor, we needed the mentor to disappear in a tragic way. Okay, I'm spoiling it.
No, and the Q&A goes after the movie, so they already seen it. Don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. And you saw it, so you hate that part already. So we wanted Antonio to be shocked by it and to reconsider what he was about to do up to that point. And in retrospective, if we had a little more time, the whole film was shot in just 3 weeks, I told you. So we had
Yeah.
to make a lot of cuts, and we have to decide what to shoot. And each and every scene was, we needed to just shoot the necessary scenes. We had no time to shoot more scenes. If we had a little more time, I think some more scenes of Antonio grieving it for Dennis would have made a better movie. Unfortunately, we had no time to shoot that, so I get you if you say there's something wrong with that part of the film. I
Oh, no,
admit.
I'm not saying that something is wrong. It was
No,
just
I'm happy with the film, but
yeah.
I thought about it a lot, because lots of people made that comment and found that death unnecessary or too dramatic for the. But I mean, that's just how life goes. Sometimes dramatic things happen, and death is everywhere, and that's why we need to appreciate life more, because we don't know how long it's going to last, and we don't know if our friends are going to be around forever. Hopefully, we hope that they can stay with us as much as possible.
Right. And yeah, you mentioned that it was shot all in 3 weeks. That's incredible, and for such a good movie,
Thank
especially.
you. You're too kind.
Uh, and so, was your vision? Did it match your vision? Um, did the result match your vision of the movie?
Okay, here's a nice anecdote because on Eduardo Valdarnini, who plays Dennis, last day of shooting, it was a very rough day because Alessandro and I were arguing a lot.
Mm.
And we had no time to shoot a particular scene, which was which was, in my opinion, would have made a difference. And we couldn't shoot that scene, so I was very shaken. And when I had to say goodbye to Eduardo, who was my actor pet on the set, he was the one whom I connected the most with.
Mhm.
I was like crying like a baby, and I was ashamed because I've known him only for I had known him at that moment only for like 2 months, so I was very ashamed of be crying in front of a, I don't know, a colleague. It was not a friend
Mhm.
at that moment. It was something I was becoming friends with. And Eduardo, I don't know if he said that just to say something and to run away as quick as possible, or if he meant it, but it meant to me. And he said, I mean, what this is your first time, and I think you're doing great, because I think when you told me about the movie and shooting it, I think we're very close to what your vision was, and what a director is supposed to have, its vision, and you have it. So stick to your guns and finish this movie, because it's going to be great, and see how much you have achieved already with this film. And I think so. When I edited the movie and the movie was completed, I was very, very proud with myself, because even if the film has flaws, and I think it has many flaws, at the end of the day, it was the first time for me and Alessandro that we were actually doing a movie. And so, I mean, it would be full of us to not be proud of such a result, because I mean, I think it's the best we could do given the circumstances. So yes, it's like 85% what I had in mind, maybe a little more.
Wow, that's great. So, did you do any shorts before?
No, I never done shorts. I studied at the
So it's
film.
your basically very first movie.
Yeah, because Alessandro did like 3 short films before this one.
Mhm.
And I did, after film school, I started working for very big television companies. And I was a commissioning editor there. And but we only did reality TV shows. So I visited many sets, and I knew a little bit about everything, because when you're a commissioning editor and you're supposed to supervise production in its entirety, you learn to what's everyone's job on the set and
Right.
stuff. But then again, it was reality television. I wasn't sure I was
Mhm.
going to make it, but sometimes you just have to take a leap in faith and go. And so yes, it was pretty reckless of me to actually pay for it. But otherwise, I don't think any there. I mean, no one would have paid for us to do a movie, because
Yeah.
we were complete. We were not professionals
Mhm.
on that specific activity. So here we are. Sometimes it works. So if you really, I don't know if there are the chances, and you can take a reasonable risk, sometimes it's good to risk.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah, it's great. And so, what's the future plans for you?
Oh, what are the future plans? Alessandro has a new short film coming out.
Mhm.
I mean, it came out like a month ago. It's very nice. It's called Involontaria. And he hopes to turn it into a feature film or a TV series. And I mean, I'm not supposed to tell anything about my future project, but there's definitely something cooking in the oven. And I'm leaving to do location scouting tomorrow night. So
Oh, wow,
I
that's
think,
fantastic.
there's something. I don't know. I haven't signed anything yet, so please don't ask
Mhm.
me for more. But
All right.
um,
Okay, great. We'll just wait for it. Um, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it has the same success Mascarpone had, because let me say just one more thing. We're so amazing, so proud that our film is being released in the United States and you're watching it, because we're such fans of American cinema. And to do a story that works well in Italy, it doesn't necessarily works well in other countries. So this was something we wished for, we really wished for, and it's a dream come true. So thank you very much to all you people in Connecticut, and to you, Marina, for and Outfilm for presenting our film to your audience. That becomes our audience as well tonight. So thank you so much. It's a great opportunity you're giving us, and we're thankful. That's
It's
all.
our pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you
everybody, for
so much,
watching us.
Marina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao. See you.